folks. This is the Pop Music Freak. I am back with another Song Facts Countdown video. I am counting down my 1,000 favorite songs of all time, and I bring you number 816 on my list. Another song by those three brothers, first from Australia, then from England. Kind of got going in the 60s, having several hits. Then they split up. The brothers split up around 1969. A year later, decided to get back together, start recording, and they instantly had bigger hits than they ever had before. They had a couple more hits after that. Then they kind of fell out of favor, weren't as popular around 1973, 74. Then 75, they went in a more R&B disco-friendly direction and became the biggest stars in the whole goddamn world. I am talking about the Bee Gees. 1979. This was their sixth, 5 plus 1, sixth number one record in a row. A little tune called Love You Inside Out. Let me give you the song facts, and you can check out the link to their video after you finish watching my video. Alright, now we get that clear. Love You Inside Out is a 1979 hit single by the Bee Gees from their album Spirits Having Flown. It reached number one on the Billboard Hot 100 for 1 week in June of 1979, interrupting Donna Summer's Hot Stuff, becoming the third single from the album to do so. In the UK, the single peaked at number 13 for 2 weeks. It was the 9th and final number one for the Bee Gees in the US, and the 11th and final number one hit in Canada as well. The trio would not return to the top 10 for 10 years until the song Won. So, what do we got? Songwriters, Barry, Robin, and Maurice Gibb. Producers, Bee Gees, Albie Gowden, and Carl Richardson. Song was recorded sometime in 1978, was released in April of 1979. Alright, so. Oops, I got some issues on my computer here. I'm sorry. Okay, let me come back. Alright, where are we? Now, background. The song is a slow funk groove number. During recording, the Bee Gees played a prank on their manager, Robert Stigwood. Wait to hear this, if you didn't know this. They sent him a version with the line backwards and forwards with my woohoo hanging out to see if they were paying attention to Barry singing. For the release version, the line is, of course, backwards and forwards with my heart hanging out. Barry Gibb said, let me record a different line here and see if these guys wake up and pay attention. It got their attention. That is funny. All right. Achievements. Love You Inside Out was a milestone single for the Bee Gees, earning them a permanent place in rock history when it reached number one. It was the group's 9th number one single in the U.S., 10th if you include Lonely Days, which hit number one in Cashbox, but not in Billboard. They had more number one singles than any other 70s artists. It was also the Bee Gees' 6th consecutive number one single. The only other act to achieve this at that point was the Beatles. Since then, Whitney Houston had 7 in a row from 1985 straight through to 88. Nothing but number one, 7 in a row. So she broke the record. But at the time, this was pretty impressive. You're right there with the Beatles and nobody else. Moreover, it was the 3rd consecutive number one single from Spirits Having Flown, which followed 3 consecutive number one singles from the previous album, a little soundtrack called Saturday Night Fever. At that point, no other artist had ever had 3 consecutive number one singles from 2 consecutive albums. It also placed them 4th among all artists with number one singles at the time, with 9, and 4th in total weeks at number 1. So keep that in mind. At this point, 1979, only the Beatles, Elvis Presley, and the Supremes had more number ones than the Bee Gees. They were 4th all time. Of course, they've dropped since then, out of the top 10. But that's still a pretty amazing accomplishment, man. So, the song debuted at number 28 in the UK, on its way bulleting up to number 1. Reception. Billboard picked Love You Inside Out as one of the best cuts in Spirits Having Flown. Cashbox called it a finely arranged and performed love song. Smash Hits called it a mellow mid-tempo jog, which is typically well-produced and typically shrill in the vocal department. Have to admit, I think it's dull. Not bad, just a little dull. Really? What do you want? What they want? They wanted it to be faster tempo, to be a disco song, or they wanted it slower, to be like too much heaven. What do you want? This one clown. Get out of here. Forget about it. Anyway, personnel. Who appeared on the song and who did what? Barry Gibb, lead, harmony, and backing vocals, also acoustic guitar. Robin Gibb, backing vocals. Maurice Gibb, bass and backing vocals. Alan Kendall, electric guitar. Dennis Byron on the drums. Blue Weaver on the synthesizer, keyboards, and programming. And George Terry on electric guitar. All right, chart performance. I already mentioned it was the 9th number one hit in Billboard on the Hot 100. It also hit number 15 on the Adult Contemporary chart, and it hit number 57 on the R&B chart. Cashbox, it got to number 2. So they lie, whoever put these notes in there. And Cashbox, it hit number 2. So it didn't hit number 1. All right, whatever. Radio and Records, it hit number 3. And then Record World, it hit number 3. In the UK, it peaked at number 13. Hit number 1 in Canada, and also the Adult Contemporary chart in Canada. Hit number 6 in Ireland. Top 20s, number 13 in the UK, like I said. New Zealand and Italy, it hit number 17 in both countries. Year-end chart in Billboard Hot 100 ranked at number 33 for the year of 1979. In Canada, it was number 19 for the year, and in Cashbox, it was number 45 for the year 1979. Cover versions. In 1996, the R&B group Total sampled the song on their album track When Boy Meets Girl from their self-titled debut. In 2004, the song was covered by Feist, F-E-I-S-T, under the title Inside and Out. On her 2004 album, Let It Die, okay. Saxophonist Arturo Tapin's smooth jazz version, Love You Inside and Out, is on his 2007 Inside Out album. Love You Inside Out was sampled by Snoop Dogg for his rap single Ups and Downs in 2005 on rap group's Nemesis hit Can't Figure It Out. The song was also sampled by R. Kelly and Jay-Z's hit song Honey. All right, so that's about it. That's about all the song facts I have for you. This is song number 816 on my top 1,000 list of all time. Love You Inside Out by the Bee Gees. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it to be informative. As I mentioned before, I'm posting a link to the music video in the description. I hope you liked the video. I hope you shared the video. I hope you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I hope you hit that notification bell to let you know when I'm bringing out more videos. All right? Thank you, folks, very much for watching. And I wish you a pleasant day and also some peace and love.